What's up, guys? So I just received my last sample package from UPS. Super excited about that. And I was walking towards home, and then I realized it's gonna be Sky's 2 years birthday, and I haven't given you guys a proper van tour. So that's exactly what we're gonna do today. So guess what? We are on the road, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. I'm taking you guys camping, and I'm gonna give you a nice little van tour as soon as we get to camp. So come along for the ride. See you soon. Is this thing? It's rolling? Hi everyone! Welcome to camp. So we made it to camp. I am looking forward to giving you a van tour today. It's been about a year and a half since I've had the van, and I haven't given an official van tour, so I apologize for that. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for everyone that have subscribed all the way to this point. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for watching all the vlogs that I've made so far. Hopefully you've enjoyed them, and also thanks for the messages that you guys send me on all my socials about really enjoying the shorts that I make for you guys and the reels that I make for you guys. So that really just fills my heart with so much joy, and it encourages me to go back on the road and keep on looking for new sites so that I can share them with all of you. In today's vlog, we're going to cover 3 things. So I'm going to give you a van tour as I promised, and then I'm going to show you some of the things that I enjoy doing when I am out camping, because a lot of people ask me if I get lonely or if how I feel about traveling solo. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I enjoy doing when I am at camp. And third is, I had asked you to be part of this vlog, so I'm going to answer top 5 questions that came from Instagram. We're going to do a Q&A in the end. I'm going to answer your top 5 burning questions about my van conversion. So really looking forward to sharing with you some of my thoughts around that. But I'm sure you can probably hear all that noise in the background. So there's actually a gorgeous creek right behind you. Let me show you around. Welcome to the backyard, guys. So this is going to be our backyard for as long as we wish to stay here. You can only stay at this campsite for a week at a time. But look at these gorgeous trees. They're just so beautiful, so strong. You can tell they've been around for a very long time. Look at the trunk. So this is going to be our backyard. Absolutely stunning. There's only 10 campsites on this particular campground, but there are 4 campgrounds that are in the area. This one is definitely my favorite. It's quiet. It's right by the river, which means you have full access to water anytime you choose, which is really important for washing, for bathing, for cooking, and then the sound of the river is just really soothing, right? So this is the vibe of the campsite. I hope you guys like it. Very small campground. People are very respectful, and here's the river now, which you can hear from the van. It's so soothing, so relaxing. I really love it. The water is rushing right now, which is really amazing. Welcome to the van tour. Sky means boundless. She is a 2020 Ram Pro Master. I bought her as a cargo van in August 6, 2021, which was my mom's birthday. I dropped her off at the shop in September, and she was completed by November 2021 by an awesome team in Squamish called Pura Vida Vans. There's their sticker now. Give them some love when you see them. So when I dropped off the van, my vision was really to have it as a second home. So to make it more homey, it is a rolling cabin that I take with me on weekends, and when I'm not using it, I have the pleasure of sharing it with other adventurers, other travelers who are looking to explore British Columbia and try out van life. The gorgeous wrap was done by a team called Wrap Guys in Surrey. Orange represents land, yellow for sun, and turquoise for water. The first major upgrade that I did after the conversion was really to change the tires. So right now you're looking at the Toyo AT3 open country on and off road tires. Amazing tires. I highly recommend it. They have taken me through some very sketchy roads. I love being on the FSRs, and it just really gave me the confidence to drive through some of those backcountry roads and know that I am going to make it home safely. Welcome inside the cabin. One of the things that I really love about the van is the electrical system. I couldn't have asked for a better electrical system. I don't have extra windows. I opted to have extra windows because I wanted to keep the insulation intact, especially for winter. And also I was worried about people breaking in if I had extra windows. As you can see, it's super lit. I have 4 reading lights on each side of the bed. I'm turning on the heater right now. I also have a dimmer for the lights in the bedroom, which you can see there's more lights now. I have a tongue and groove cedar ceiling, which I absolutely love. It smells so good. I have 2 max air fans, which is really great for hot weather. Welcome to the kitchen galley. As you'll see in the outside, we have a flip-flop table, but I do most of my work, most of my cooking right on this lagoon table, which I just move it around depending on where the view is. Down below here is where I store my extra gallons of water for the kitchen. In my dining area, you'll see an L-shaped bench. This is where I store all of my other important things like my pots and my pan. My blender lives there. On the storage, I have all my other cleaning supplies. And on the other bench, there's 2 storage boxes here. On the first one is where I typically store the clothes that I bring on my trips with me. As you will see here, the heater actually lives underneath that as well. So if there's a problem with the heater, I would access it through that bench. Here is where I conveniently located my Dometic toilet so I can enjoy the view while I'm doing number 1. It's for number 1 only, no number 2s on the Dometic. To activate the water pump, you just want to press the power at the front. You have 2 pressures, 1 spray and 1 regular flow. I really love this black vessel sink that they found. I think it goes perfectly with the interior, the decor of the cabin. Down here below is where you'll find the water supply for the kitchen. There's 6 gallons there. I typically like to empty the gray tank before I go to bed. To the left, you'll find 3 drawers. The first one is all my cooking supplies. The second one is where I have all my catch-all things that I might possibly need on the road. The third and last one is where I keep my toilet paper. This extra storage box here is where I have all my everyday stuff. So my pans, my 2 burner, my 1 burner lives there. Oh! To keep the flies, bugs, mice, mosquitoes away from the van, I try to use this citronella lemongrass oil. So I just put it in the diffuser in the kitchen. I also have 3 diffusers closer to the bedroom. And typically once I get settled or as soon as I park the van in the campsite, I would usually put these essential oils. And that typically keeps the flies, the bugs, any of those things that I don't want inside the van. I also have a citronella lavender candle that I usually put either on the kitchen counter or I put it outside on the flip-up table. This gorgeous acacia countertop, absolutely love it. It's antibacterial, it's super durable, and I just really love and how it ties into the entire aesthetic of the van. I only have 1 picture frame in the van and I decided to go with a map of Canada, which I think is very fitting for the type of adventures that we do. At the top, you're gonna see 3 cabinets. They all have locks, and I wanted to go for gold finishing because we are glamping after all. So this is where the power for the fridge lives and also the power for the inverter. If I need to activate the power outlets, I would usually just turn on the power there. Oh, we've got visitor. Hello. What a gorgeous dog. Hi there. What's your name? Do you want to say hi to YouTube? Hi everyone. Woof woof woof. Alright, so back on to the tour. The first drawer on top of the fridge is where I keep all of my cups, all of my glasses. The glasses is plastic. I try not to have too many things that are breakable in the van because we're constantly moving. You will find the silverware stored here as well. I have a trucker's fridge, which I absolutely love. It's a 12 volt. It comes with a freezer as well, where I usually store all of my meat when I'm traveling. It stores about a week, sometimes a week and a half of food. I always have leftovers when I come home, so it's very spacious. The bedroom is very comfortable. I have a Certipure 10-inch memory foam. It's a short queen. This is where I hang all of my wet clothes, right next to the sliding door. For the curtains, I have insulated curtains at the front and the back, which really helps for summer and winter. Over here is where I keep all of my extra blankets, all my towels, and other extra things on the overhead. This is where the screen for Netflix also lives, so if it's raining outside, there's nothing much to do, then I would usually use that to try to entertain myself. To lock the doors, I would just press the button, make sure that they're all locked before you start moving. Otherwise, things will start flying out of the cabinets while you're driving, which is very dangerous. So we just want to make sure we lock all of that before we take off. Probably one of the most common questions I get asked is if I ever get scared or if I get lonely when I'm traveling solo. Not really, because there's so many things to do. Like, I love to eat, so I'm constantly cooking. I'm trying new recipes when I'm in the van. There's also plenty of things to do. I walk around the campsite. I fly my drone. I try to find the nearest provincial park. If there's a national park around, I definitely want to go check that out. When I am traveling, I'm 50% working and 50% in meditation. So there's plenty of things to do when you're on the road. I don't usually stay at a campsite more than 2 nights, so I'm constantly moving around. One of the things that I really love about vanning is that my backyard is constantly changing. I'm constantly moving. I'm constantly exploring new things. I'm experiencing different spaces, seeing different landscapes, which I truly enjoy. If you made it this far, I want to share 2 secrets with you. So there's 2 secret compartments in the van. This is one of them. This is a secret food pantry. This is basically emergency food for if anything goes wrong on the road. This will give you 1 week's supply of food, which is stored in the kitchen underneath the stove. There's a little note there for anyone that I'm hosting, just in case of any emergencies. The second secret compartment lives under the bed in the garage. In the garage, you're going to see 2 big storage, one to the left and one to the right. The one to the right is where I keep all of my electrical systems. So here you'll find 2 lithium batteries. I have a 275 watt solar panels on the roof, 2000 watt inverter. All of the switches, anything that has to do with electronics live on the first part of this box. To the end of this is where all the recovery storage are located. Things like traction pad, shovel, tire inflator, tools that I use if I had a flat tire, sleeping bags, that sort of thing. The garage is very spacious. You can put 2 bikes underneath the bed. Over here onto the left storage, you'll also find the water gallon for the shower. Some camping gears like awning, hammock, and other things that you might need for camping also lives in the storage area. Oh, that's a tough question. My 3 favorite things about the van would have to be power, heat, and water. Let's be honest here. It doesn't matter how expensive your rig is, how beautiful your decor is, but if your power, your water, and your heat especially is not working, it's going to be very difficult to do van life. How do I stay fresh on the road? There's three ways to stay fresh on the road. So if you're staying at a campground that offers hot showers, that's always the best way. The van have an outdoor shower, which I don't often use because usually when I am on the road, I typically look for sites or camp that is close to the ocean, close to a water source like rivers and creek where I could just bathe in nature. All right, the third question is a dirty one, but a good one. So here we go. Okay, guys, so the toilet is actually not full right now, but for the sake of the question, it's super easy to use. So basically, your water lives right here, and when you want to use the pump, you have to pump this 10 times. To use it, you have to open this latch here, so that opens the hole that everything goes here to the grating. When you have to clean it, all you have to do is take this off. So that is off, and then you want to make sure that this is closed. So you take your little hander like here, and you basically just take this to the washroom with you and dump it out. How you dump it out is you slide this guy over, you open this up, and you basically just flush that down to the toilet, and that's how you empty your gray tank. Fourth question is, what do guests need to do upon return? The checklist is super simple. So the first one is full tank upon return. The second one is all the garbages have to be out, all the laundry on the floor. And the third one is just to really make sure that the gray tanks, so that is the toilet and the kitchen, are all empty. All right, last question for the day. How did you get started? How did Sky came to be? Great question. Really great final question. So during lockdown, everything was closed. The whole world was shut down. I was laying on my couch and I was thinking about what I would want. And I heard a voice in my head asking, well, if sky was the limit, what would it look like? And I thought, I would really like to have a camper van so that even though everything is closed, I can still go travel, explore British Columbia, and just really experience new things. So then I went onto YouTube, started researching camper vans, and it turns out there's a thing called van conversion, van build, and that I am not the only person that was thinking the same thing. And so then I started researching different vehicles, different vans. I started looking into who is going to do the build. I talked to 4 different builders, settled on Pura Vida Vans, which I'm quite happy with. It felt like it was one of those things that were meant to happen, like looking for a vehicle, closing the best deal, trying to find the best builder, getting on the build schedule. Everything was so effortless and fluid. Sky was built as a tiny home on wheels, and for this reason, I don't rent it out that often, only once in a while, but I am very grateful that I've had the chance to meet so many amazing people from around the world and be able to share this experience with others. Will I move into the van? I'm not really sure. I guess we're all gonna have to just stay tuned for that and find out. This concludes today's vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you find some inspiration in today's video. Thank you again for being here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. See you soon.